All right, time for my second game of the day, featuring the brand new Weapon X expansion. We're going to be taking on Romulus as he conditions Logan into Weapon X. Let me actually, for those in chat right now, start a new prediction for you. How do you think this game's going to go? I'll give you guys just a few minutes. I'm going to do... No, I got time to read this. I'm going to give you a few minutes here. Okay, how's this gonna go? Let's go ahead and go over the Mastermind and scheme and then start this thing. So the Mastermind is Romulus. Romulus has Weapon X sequence, which means +1 attack for each card in a sequence of cards in the HQ with consecutive costs. So like 0, 1, 2, or 2, 3, 4 would give him 3 attack points. Always leads Weapon Plus. Master Strike. Each player reveals that they have a greater Weapon X sequence than Romulus. A little bit of Contest of Champions vibes. Or gains a wound. Then if this is the 5th strike this game, this strike becomes a scheme twist that takes effect immediately once per game. Speaking of the scheme, here it is. It is condition Logan into Weapon X. Set up 8 twists, including exactly 1 hero with Wolverine or Logan in its name. This is exactly going to be Weapon X Wolverine. Twist 1 to 3 to 5, induce violent rage. If you don't defeat an enemy worth 2 VP or more this turn, then after you draw a new hand at the end of this turn, each player discards down to 4 cards. Twist 2, 4, 6. Test the subject's healing factor. Each player discards a strength or instinct hero or gains a wound. Twist 7, unleash Weapon X. For each Wolverine and or Logan hero in the HQ, each player gains a wound. So I can't really prep for Twist 7. I do want to avoid wounds, so I do need to make sure I prioritize those strength or instinct cards on both sides to have something to discard. And I want to make sure I leave villains in the HQ that are worth 2 VP or more to defeat, because discarding down to 4 cards is going to be really rough, and I would like to avoid that. So let me begin, get those predictions in before I fill up the HQ. I'm going to post in the channel that I'm about to start Game 2. About to start Game 2 against Romulus. Okay. Somebody mentioned to me. I don't know what that is. If you want to contact me during the stream, post in the Top Live channel. Otherwise, I can't see everything. Okay, let's get my starting hands ready. What do you guys think about Romulus? This is going to be more HQ control. I've also got Death's Heads in here that care about Outwit. So at least one side, I'm hoping more Fantomex shows up so I can really go for Weapon X sequence. My highest sequence in the last game was 3. And I do like how the enemies get their sequence from somewhere else. So it's not like Dark Memories where the more I get buffed by Dark Memories, the more the enemies do. I can control the HQ and my own decks at the same time. Outwit and Weapon X sequence seemed like they'd work well together. Yeah, that was actually Captain Metroidica's suggestion to use some Outwit cards here. Yeah, the Mastermind card is here. So the enemies get their you can use the keyword bot, by the way, !K in space and then the name of the keyword. They get their sequence from the HQ. So if the HQ had 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 costs in there, the enemies with Weapon X sequence would get +5. All the cards are in the gallery, by the way. If you type in !new cards, you can see them there. Romulus is a bit odd, but it's going to be fun, I think. And there's Nightbot. I have to give a sub to Nightbot because he forgot how to use the emojis, but you get it. And I worded it that way for shorthand, so if it's confusing, let me know and I'll adjust it. But if you want to see the whole rule sheet again, it's on that gallery. Let me give the extra decks a shuffle too. And yeah, Deadpool's in this setup. Not that I love using half attack, but I think it would be fun to use Deadpool and Wolverine here together. They actually work pretty well together, and he'll bring in a couple different costs. And after this, I'm going to play one more game against the final Mastermind of this game, Sabretooth, in the final scheme against Hero's Loved Ones. And I think that's going to be a very interesting and dramatic game. So stick around for that if you can. By the way, while the timer's running out on the predictions, look at this box art. I would get a print of this in a room where I had prints of this stuff. It looks so good. Don't you think? Wouldn't you say? Can I zoom in on it? Just a little. Look at that. That's cool. I almost pressed the wrong button. Okay, and there's the back. All right, looks like most of you say win on this one. Not that I'm super surprised. My last game was going to use 6 heroes because of an extra one. So keep in mind that's going to be the case. In 10 seconds left to get those predictions in. I missed most of the first game. How did the new heroes work together? They worked together really well. Of course, I had the, the struggle of learning the set. So there are definitely decisions I could have done better to build. But most of them have printed attack or ways to get recruit off of your Berserks. So Berserks felt very satisfying. I didn't feel like I was missing them a lot of the time. I didn't get to use a lot of Fantomex, so I'm hoping to see more of him here. But they work together great. I mean, I can't remember. No, I remember doing all that stuff, but I can't remember what I was fighting. I don't look at the smaller medium box art much once I've incorporated the expansion to my collection. I forget who it was. Did you see the person who posted their wall? They have all the small box expansions, the boxes, in a grid on the wall. I can't recall who that was, but it looks super cool. Okay, that's predictions are done. 7 say win, 4 say lose, and the wins are confident. So let's see. Let's see who's starting in our HQ. We're beginning with running commentary Deadpool, Bone Shards Marrow, evolving abilities weapon H, it'll grow back Deadpool, and nighttime is the right Deadpool. I'm trying to show off the new cards. Why are you showing up? I mean, I should have expected that with him, right? With this set in 2099, this year we had some good technical mechanics, making you think a lot more. Yes, and I love when they show up in a randomizer because they could show up in an otherwise simple setup and add that little bit of spice, you know? All right, I guess Deadpool has forced his way into being front and center in our HQ. So let's go, here we go. Try to defeat Romulus. Turn 1 begins right now. Are you kidding me? I didn't even look. What is with these starting hands? 6 recruit. All right, turn 1 is going to give us Cyber coming in with double Berserk. Again, Berserk means that you have to declare you're fighting this character, this enemy. Then you Berserk from the top card of your deck, and you gain attack. The enemy gains attack equal to the attack values that are printed that you revealed, just like if you Berserked for a hero, and you might fail. All right, well, I got 6 recruit to start with. Unfortunately, there's no 6 cost in the HQ. So let's look at my options. I've got Deadpool's running commentary, 3.5 attack, and +1/2 for each other card with flavor text you played this turn. Now maybe you're stop telling me to shut up. I'm not going to. You showed up too much. I noticed that Deadpool, in particular, Wolverine, Weapon X Wolverine has a lot of flavor text, so they work very well together. By the way, is this Devin right here saying shut up and let them play the game? I don't know. I just noticed that for the first time. That's probably not Deadpool saying that. Okay, by the way, the rest of my cards is Bone Shards, is 2 attack and Berserk. Evolving abilities is I can make his attack into recruit instead. I've got it'll grow back Deadpool. Thanks, Snatchcat. I appreciate that. KO a wound or otherwise gain a wound. And then we got nighttime is the right time. Right now, it is approximately 1:53 p.m. So this is going to be only recruits unless I get the tech. I'm not going to be playing until past 8 with this one. My later streams, normally I would. But I feel like I would kind of be a fool not to take the most expensive card on the HQ. Especially if I make this side the Deadpool and Wolverine side. So let's go with that. And all right, I can still recruit because I got Fantomex's Sentient Bullets Weapon X sequence. I have a choice to make though. This does have flavor text on it. However, I want to. That's true. I want to build a side that focuses pretty solidly on Weapon X sequence. Because I didn't last time and I suffered for it. I'm going to get it, but that means this side is going to have to turn into focusing more on different costs than lots of Deadpool Wolverine interactions. But that's okay. I'll roll with the punches and get it. Yeah, Deadpool has 3, 4, 5 there, but I'm gonna really focus on that. I'm going to pay attention to how many card costs that I have and try to really vary it as much as I can. That'll be fun. Actually, you know what I'm going to do? Here's what I'm going to do. Now, I was going to put some dice down to track how many of each cost I have, but I'm not going to do that. I'll just have to check my discard pile and remember. Because, you know, I'm doing so good at remembering stuff in this in this stream. And, of course, here's my next hand, which is a 4 and 2. I don't know. Or the elusive 4 attack 4 and 2. Who let that cat in here? Wasn't me. Turn 2. Death's Heads. So they have Fight. If you outwit these Death's Heads, KO one of your cards that cost 0. So Outwit requires you to have at least 3 different costs of cards. They don't have to be sequential like Weapon X Sequence, but you do have to have them. So they work well together. That's 4 recruit. This is more of the classic 4 and 2. I'm not fighting anything for 2. So I think what I'm going to do then on this side is focus on all the instinct that's going to show up. And I think, or I could, it'll grow back Deadpool. I want to kind of absorb all the wounds onto one side. That Deadpool card doesn't care about wounds. 4 or 2 just pisses me off now, especially when both hands have it. Yeah. Well, it doesn't for me because I'm so used to it, but it definitely feels special to get the other stuff. Oh, Scott, people talked about that. Actually, Travel Sites brought that up in the Discord, and the answer is if you feel like it does. I'm gonna take. I want weapon evolving abilities first because I should start with recruit. That would be the smart move. I have no idea. What are you talking about? Okay, 1, 2, 6. Moving over. Okay, turn 3. Yeah, that's what I heard. I heard it was our first game. At least I can't remember anything else happening today. Okay, Skinless Man. Weapon X Sequence. Ambush. Skinless Man captures a bystander of your choice in your victory pile. I don't have any. He gets one from... gain a wound. He captures one from the bystander deck. So, wound. Oh, I got a special one. I got Insults and Injuries. 2 attack, which is actually great for Deadpool. Insults and Injuries. And offers a Jim Paxton. What are you doing here? Okay, my 4 attack will allow me to do the following. Hit something. Exactly, Rio. Weapon X Sequence is what Skinless Man has, and let's check the HQ. 3, 4, 5. That is a +3 bonus. And that's ouch to me. Can't hit that. I can't hit Zyber either, so it's going to be Death's Heads. I don't outwit either, so if I do hit the Death's Heads, I kind of waste that KO power. But there are 9 more in there. So waste in quotes, I guess, it's not that bad. So what am I going to do? What am I going to do? I think I'll still hit them because this is a nasty escape effect on Cyber. Do the fail effect. Discarding cards or gaining a wound. Let's just take him out. I don't get the bonus, but whatever. And I got 2 recruit. That's enough for a sidekick. So I'll get a sidekick. And that sidekick is Rusty Firefist Collins. Almost put him on the wrong side. That's the left-hand side. I'm worried about these twists. So again, for the twist, I have to make sure that I leave some stuff going on. I have to leave enemies with 2 attack or more. I also need to make sure I get Instinct and Strength cards. It is a timer, and those twists could show up at any time, so. 2 VP or more. Yep. What did I say? So, both of these. Did I just say 2 VP? Sidekick play order is going to be more important with the... Yes, it is. It also... I said attack. Why did I say attack? That's a weird thing for me to say. Yeah, it kind of reminds me of Tactical Formation, where you want to make sure you play the Tactical Formation cards that need a 2 before you play those. Also for Outwit, in a way. Turn 4 is Wild Child coming in. Triple Berserk if I try to fight Wild Child. 3, 4, 5. You're only at 6. 2 attacks to a nothing. 4 recruit. Okay, let's get some more recruit. I'm going to take evolving abilities again so I can recruit the big things and do that. All right, more Deadpool. Who's he kicking in this? This nondescript ninja enemy? I just saw All Grace. Okay. Nope. Certainly haven't seen anything like that. Turn 5. Thorn. Oh, wow. City is filling up. She's got her ambush. She basically puts Feral into the city. Choose a card named Feral from any player's discard pile that in the city as a villain. There aren't any. So that's that. Let's move forward by playing Rusty Collins to get a little bit of KO power. 1 attack, investigate your deck for a card that costs 0, KO it or discard it. I don't have a choice of which card, but I will choose to KO. And I'll put the Trooper on the bottom. And now running commentary, you get... Okay. 1/2 attack for each other card with flavor text to play this turn. I haven't played any other cards with flavor text, so I got 1, 2, 3, and a half. My code for half is the number is sideways, because that's just easy. And I got 5.5 attack and 3 recruit. 1, 2, 3. Well, I can try to fight Cyber, but that's not going to work, because if I do, he's got 2 Berserks. I could get lucky and reveal 2 agents, but I might fail. The safer thing to do is try to fight Thorn, because Thorn only has 1 Berserk. I still might fail, but it's a better chance for me. So I will do that. I will declare the fight. I will mill the top card of my deck, and it's an agent. So Thorn stays at 3 attack, and I go into 2.5 attack, and I draw the card I just Berserk. So I draw that shield agent. They're out of there. All right. Now I'm at 4 recruit, which does open up my options. I have a 5 cost and a 1 cost, so a 4 or a 3 would be great. I think I'm going to go with... it'll grow back. This will cycle through a couple of wounds. That's okay. I do want a 4 cost, though. I want to vary my costs as much as I can. But I also want more cards like this Wolverine with Weapon X sequence. I'm going to try not to get 2 more cards of a single cost than any other cost, but that might be a hard sell. I have a lot of zeros, of course. I have to get rid of the zeros. Not all of them, though. With Weapon X sequence, you probably want to hold on to some of your starters if you can, if you get a good KO combo, because you need that 0 cost. If you don't have any wounds, that is. Wounds will cover that base. Ultimaton shows up. Ambush. Each player discards a non-gray hero. Rusty? I think he went away, right? I don't have him anymore. Now you got me checking. Yeah, Rusty's gone. I should get enough wounds with this set. Yes, I will. Oh, no worries. You're probably right. I think I did some off-screen stuff. I think I realized that off-screen and moved him. I don't remember. All right, I just checked. He's on the bottom of the sidekick stack. What was I doing? Ambush. Each player discards a non-gray hero. I can't do that here. I have to discard Fantomex. Sad. Yeah, I was looking at this one. And you got double Weapon X sequence. So right now that's 1, 3, 5, 3, 4, 5. So that's plus 6. 3 times 2. And that means 10 attack for Ultimaton and almost a full city. No Henchmen anymore. Nothing to fight. 2 recruit. I got some instinct cards. I'm going to take it'll grow back over here. This is really where it should be. Help me KO or gain wounds back. By the way, this is interesting with these new wounds, because if there's an enraging wound I don't want to KO, I'm going to have to play it first. Otherwise, Wolverine will KO... Deadpool will KO it. Okay. Some good cards to the left-hand side. I might suffer some ugly escape effects, though. Because I have 5 cards. I had to discard Fantomex. Turn 7 is a scheme twist. All right, what happens? If you don't defeat an enemy worth 2 VP or more this turn, then after you draw a new hand at the end of the turn, each player discards down to 4 cards, and that's happening because I can't avoid it, which is too bad. But it is what it is. 1, 2, 3, 4. Let's go ahead and get... We'll start with another Sentient Bullets and then probably take Bone Shards for 2 different values, which is nice. 1 Weapon X sequence. So I'm down to 3 recruit. And then there's the Colossus card I couldn't find. I knew it would show up. Oh, never mind. We got Misdirection, which is a 3-cost uncommon Weapon X sequence. When you draw a new hand this turn, draw an extra card and then put a card from your hand on top of your deck. Happy to see it. And there's Weapon H showing up. Love it. Okay, 3, 4, and after you draw your new hand. Okay, 5, 6. Back to the Mastermind real quick. No, the scheme, not the Mastermind. Yes, each player discards down to 4. All right, well, that's so funny. Usually I want to discard my wounds, but this wound actually gives me more attack. Although if I play It'll Grow Back, I have to play insults first, so it won't get KO'd. So Trooper gets discarded, and Trooper gets discarded. Each player, though, so right hand side has to do it. I have 3 attack here. But if I decide to keep all my recruit and discard down to 4 cards, I'll have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 recruit. But I have to clear the city, so I'm going to keep... We'll see. We'll see what happens. We'll see what shows up. I can always take 4 recruit from this Weapon H. Speaking of which, I move over to this side. And do we have a full city? We don't have a full city. We have a Master Strike. Each player reveals that they have a greater Weapon X sequence than Romulus or gains a wound. All right. So Romulus has a Weapon X sequence of 1, 3, 5. Oh, I messed his up. He's got a Weapon X sequence of 1. Unfortunately, I also have a Weapon X sequence of 1, which is not greater than his. Left-hand side has 0, 1. So left-hand side has a greater Weapon X sequence than Romulus. Right-hand side does not. So that means the right-hand side gains a wound. Left-hand side does not. Oh. Yeah, he whiffed and it still got you because of that twist. Yes, sure did. Right? No, I discarded 2. It still would have It still would have worked. I had 2 grays, right? Cannot reveal my greater Weapon X. Okay. Yeah, what do you mean? And gain that wound for reasons. Oh, I see. No, I don't have a greater Weapon X sequence. So, the sequence is the number of consecutive numbers. Oh, now there's something else happening. Did I spend 5 recruit when I only had 4? I don't know. Hold on, let me take care of this first. So, for Weapon X sequence, it cares about how many consecutive numbers you have. I only have 1 consecutive number. Romulus also has 1 in the HQ. No worries. Colossus was in there wrong, so it looked like 5. Yes, okay. Okay, is revealing sequence optional? Yeah, anytime in Legendary you're asked to reveal something, it's always optional. When it says reveal or blank, you can always choose to do the thing. If it wasn't the case, it would say each player reveals this thing. If they couldn't, then do thing B. So that'll tell you if it's mandatory or not. On the other side, you could gain the wound save for the Deadpool card. Yeah, I could if I wanted to. Because I do have a greater Weapon X sequence. But I still won't, because I'll probably gain more wounds later on. Okay, I think we're all caught up. We're good. So that strike happened, and that hurt me. All right, let's go. At least I didn't fill up the city anymore, so it looks like I'm not fighting anything. I do have Wild Child here. If I do fight Wild Child, though, that is 3 Berserks, which is a tall order. I only have 3 attack I can generate. And chances are, with 3 Berserks, Wild Child's going to get at least 1 more attack. So I don't think I'm fighting anything. By the way, I should adjust this Weapon X sequence. Ultimaton is only at 6. For now. And Skinless Man is only at 4. Neither of which I can hit. So let's just go with this. Let's do evolving abilities. I can have this card make all recruit instead of attack. I will. So it's going to be 1, 2, 3, 4. I really appreciate that. I like cards with recruit. So, what am I taking over here? I still don't know where this right side is going to go. I was trying to do some instinct wound stuff. The tech card doesn't really help with that. Marrow's Berserk Bone Shards kind of do, but I probably should go with the Future of Warfare again. I'm going to see more strength cards later. Or maybe not. Maybe I should have taken the tech cards. I'm really excited to see if I can get a sequence going on the left. As of course I wasn't able to do it last time. But let's find out. Oh man. So hey, the way that thought's going to my head. When 2nd edition comes out, how many games of it should I play? Because if it's going to have 8 schemes and 4 masterminds, maybe 5 masterminds if the rumors are true. Yeah, I want the 6+ sequence. I don't know how I'm going to do that. The overviews alone is going to take a long time. There's going to be a keyword guide. I have to go through that whole thing. I probably won't read the whole thing, but I'm going to look for differences if it's not stated. Yeah, I might have to do a whole month of 2nd edition streams. Turn number 9, with only 4 cards in hand. There's our Death's Heads. Okay. And I do outwit, so that's good. So, what I can do is I can KO Deadpool. Sorry, I can use Deadpool to KO insults and injuries. But I probably don't want to. Let's get as much attack as I can get. I'll play insults and injuries for 2 attack. Then I'll play It'll Grow Back, which will give me 2.5 attack. I do have to gain a wound. If I'm lucky, it'll be another special one, but it's not. And then I've got Fantomex's Sentient Bullets Weapon X sequence. So I have a sequence of 2, 0 and 1. So that's up to 6 and 7 with the Shield Trooper. Okay, I got 7.5 attack. There's still only a sequence of 1 in the HQ, so these numbers are accurate. The strongest thing I could hit is Ultimaton, and that'll KO Gray Heroes on both sides, which is useful. I should definitely strike while I can keep that double Weapon X sequence number low. So let's do it. Take them out for 6 attack, and each player KOs one of their Gray Heroes. All right. Goodbye Shield Trooper. On the right, goodbye Shield Agent. I think. Let me just double check. If I have 1, 2, 3, 5 recruit. No, I don't want Weapon X Wolverine over here. So I'll get rid of well, the attack's not going to do anything anyway. Oh, it could actually if I decide to turn it into attack. So yeah, I'll get rid of the agent. Yeah, while he's so low, it's key to take him out then. But I gotta keep other enemies there for the scheme. The next one though, I need instinct or strength heroes. I gotta remember that left side needs some strength. Both sides need some strength. Right side's got plenty of instinct. But maybe not on this turn. Turn number 10 is another Death's Heads. By the way, if you want an interesting read, go check out the history of the character Death's Head. Because he came from Transformers, and then had some Doctor Who stuff and ended up in the Marvel universe. It's fascinating. Okay, so I should clear the city. So I'm going to get 1, 2, 3 attack. Yeah, fun for people like me, and other folks really don't like doing that, so I can see it going both ways there. So I'm not going to fight Wild Child. I'm not that foolish. So we're going to go with Death's Head. Nope. We're going to go with Death's Head. And I got to remember to keep these cards on the spot because that's where the camera is focused. Note to self. I can't outwit, unfortunately, so that's another lack of KO, but I need to clear the city. And I've got 2 recruit then, which can get me a sentient bullet, but I want to keep that on the left-hand side. Because it's probably just going to generate not much over here. Don't have a lot of 2 costs. So sidekick for me, and it's Prodigy. Which will be interesting with Weapon X sequence, even though this is not the side. Okay, let's move over. Turn number 11 is Feral coming in, filling up the city. Okay, what's my sequence? I got 0, 1. I need some 2 costs. I need to get some sidekicks. So we'll start with Misdirection, I think. The Weapon X sequence I have is 0 and 1. So he's just going to give me 2. And when you draw a new hand this turn, draw an extra card and put a card from your hand on top of your deck. I know I'm going to forget this, so I need to set myself a reminder. And I believe there was something for this. Where is it? No. Maybe this pile. I have piles of stuff. It's fun. I don't know where, so there's an end of turn reminder card. I don't know where that is, so I'm just going to use this little level. This level means you're not in the level until you remember to do the thing at the end of the turn. Let's see if I can use that to be effective and remember. Okay, now we'll play Sentient Bullets. This is the level I use to level my camera. Look at that. So Weapon X sequence, I get 2 more attack. Now I'll play Running Commentary Deadpool, up to 7.5 attack, plus 1/2 for each card I've played with flavor text, which is 1. So I'm up to 8 attack and 3 recruit. Good place to be. How has Zet been so far? A lot of fun, very technical, a lot of decisions to make. Yes, that's the card I can't find right now, Travel. I was looking for your card. It was in a pile of useful cards. And it's not nearby, and I'm not going to waste the time looking for it, but it's a very good shiny card, and you should all get it. Don't lose it like I did. Okay, 8 attack. I should take care of these Weapon X sequence enemies while I can. There's only 1, though. By the way, Romulus, let's double check on him. He's 9 attack, plus the sequence. It would be a good time to hit him. He's only 10 attack right now. But didn't get there. So, Skinless Man is at 4 attack. Yep, 4 attack, and I can hit other stuff. But maybe I should hit a Berserk enemy, see how far that goes, and see what I have left. Let's go for Cyber. I don't want him to escape. Okay, Cyber's got 2 Berserk, so I'm going to declare the fight against Cyber. I still could fail, but we'll see what happens. Berserk twice. First Berserk is nothing, and the second Berserk is another nothing, so it's just going to be 5. I love the tension that provides. And I won't be able to hit Skinless Man, but I can hit a Death's Heads. So we're doing okay right now. Fight. KO one of your heroes. If any of the cards you berserked were Instinct or Tech, shuffle Cyber to the villain deck, play another card from the villain deck. Didn't do that. Oh, you're definitely biased, but you're also right. The art is cool. It's very cool. It's very good for Iron Fist. The art, it takes a bit more risks and it makes it more stylized. And what somebody who came into comics later in life, I really do appreciate the different styles of all the art in the comics while using the same characters. And since Legendary is primarily a comic game, I feel that same way when I play it. As long as it looks good, I don't care about the style. In fact, I like variety of styles, and I think this lends itself to that theme real well. Anyway, goodbye. And the Berserkers pile. All right, 3 left. Not going to do another Berserk. We're going to go ahead and take care of the Death's Heads, and I do actually outwit with 4 different costs. I could even do a MODOK outwit, so I get to KO one of my heroes that costs 0. Another one I get to KO. So I will get rid of this shield agent here. And explode. 3 recruit left. I do have some 3s. I need to get some 2s to get this sequence really cooking, so I think I'm going to take a sidekick in lieu of some of these. I can get Fantomex as well as a sidekick. So let's take another Sentient Bullets first. The 1 cost is so good with the starters because it gives you a guaranteed Weapon X sequence of, almost guaranteed, of 2. And we'll get a sidekick. It's going to be Boom Boom, who goes on the top of the deck. She's actually really good. Look at that. I can use her for the sequence and then time bomb her to the top of the deck and keep her in every single hand if I wanted to. That's really good. And she's X-Force. Is she the best special sidekick for this set? Maybe Skids is pretty good too. That's what led me to finally mix my MCU set since there's enough variety in the photos and other type of art. Recycle the boom, yes. Thank you for the water. It was Rio, thank you. And she can be used as a nuke in her... Yes, she can. I can fight nuke actually with her as a nuke. All right, end of my turn. I gotta remember what the card said. When you draw a new hand, draw an extra card, put a card from your hand on top of your deck. A little bit of a setup. Thank you, Level. You helped me greatly. Just leaved up $20.99, so now I have to wait about a year before I'll be able to get Weapon X Pro. I hope it's sooner than that. I heard from some folks that they were able to get it internationally on Amazon, so maybe you can find it there too. Well, $20.99, so I hope Weapon X ends up over there from somebody for you. Okay, 4, 5, 6, 7. Hey, I got the same card. Now, which one am I putting on top? My sequence is terrible this turn, so I think I'm going to use Mixed Direction to put Misdirection back on top. I mean, worth it. You're probably going to spend more than 2 hours playing it, so. Let's see. I'm going to go with that. Let's put Misdirection on top. If I had Recruit, I would have kept that. Okay, moving over. Cards almost sliding off the table. 6 cards, turn 12. Gives us another Death's Heads. Trying to keep that city real full. So, I've got 3 agents and 2 troopers. And I've got evolving abilities. Weapon H. Do I want to turn that into 4 attack total, or do I want to turn it into 5 recruit total? With the HQ as it is, it's still a good time to take out Skinless Man, so I think I'm going to turn it into attack. 2 attack. And we will take care of that. No fight effect, but I do rescue Officer Paxton, which does the following. It says you may defeat a henchman. Even though I won't get the outwit bonus, I'll take the free defeat, and so I will defeat a henchman. I'll take out Death's Heads. What I like about these later sets that get a bit more complex is that the core set and even sets like Dark City had to be a bit simpler in a lot of ways, I think. And that combined with it just being the early days of the game led to some heroes being very, very powerful. I think with sets like this, you can also have heroes that are very powerful, but you kind of have to do more to set it up. So there's more agency in the part of the player. You feel like you're actually being a more strategic player and doing the right things because you are. If I had to communicate that. All right, I'm gonna take Deadpool just so I can take another Deadpool later. And at least it'll give me a recruit right now. Uh-oh, my earbud just blipped because the battery's low. So I'm gonna take out one and charge one while the other one's in, and then switch them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. They do have really good bias standards. All right, grab that. Hopefully the whole thing doesn't stop. All right, I'm charging that. Gonna have to hear my own voice a little louder in my other ear. Turn 13. Speaking of bias standards, Undercover Agent gets captured by a Feral. Bad day for that Undercover Agent. And we'll do a running commentary, which is going to give me 3.5 attack. There's a lot of keywords that involve a lot of things to happen as well that aren't derivative from the keywords. Sure. 2, 3, 4, 5 recruit. And okay, this is definitely what I want to take. 5 is a less common cost. Plus this uses Weapon X sequence. It's pretty much a no-brainer for what I'm building over here. Okay, as far as 3 attack, I could try to fight Wild Child or Feral, but all they would need is 1 more attack. The older sets also have effects on cards that become keywords in later sets. Wall Crawl comes to mind. Yes, that is true. There's a card in this set. One of Weapon H's cards, the one I've been using, is kind of like Versatile too, but not exactly, so I see why it's not using Versatile, in addition to it not being anywhere else. I'm gonna not fight. I think it's what are the fail effects? So KO one of the cards you berserk this way that costs 0. Fight. Fail. KO a card discarded that costs 1 or more. Don't want to do that. And then Feral, KO a non-great hero. Yeah, both KO good heroes, and so it's really not worth the risk to do that. I do like how they have those effects because it really does make it a difficult decision to do so. 0. Ooh, I have a Weapon X sequence with 4 here in hand. That looks good. I see how having sidekicks really does change this up. It's better than it is better than Versatile. My favorite hero so far. It's a bit early to tell, but from the last game, I was very impressed by. They're all just so balanced. Who impressed me the most? Wolverine was just solid. I liked what Marrow did. I wanted to see more of her. Weapon H was cool. I think I'm gonna like Fantomex after this game. I think Weapon H in the last game was the shining star for me. All right, but we have lots more time. Oh, and we have a twist. This is twist number 2. Each player discards a strength or instinct hero or gains a wound. So left-hand side cannot do it. So left-hand side gains a wound. Although right-hand side should make the decision first, because right-hand side will gain that wound. I have to. That's important because of the kind of wounds I've got. I can discard one of these cards to avoid it. What am I going to fight this turn? I would get 2, 4, 5, 6, 7 attack. I'm going to gain the wound over here as well because Deadpool can get rid of it later. So I'll get that wound, and then left side's going to gain whatever this one is. I'll take it this turn. I think it's better for me to do that. I am also pumped for second edition sidekicks. I don't know what they do, but I'm glad that everybody's going to have a chance to have sidekicks. And I want all this attack, like I said, so I can help take out the Mastermind as well as these enemies with Berserk. So now I can get 2.5 attack and KO the wound that I just got, even though there is one in my hand. And let's not Berserk, but look at the top part of my deck. I will discard it, at least to set up my next turn. And that's 5 attack and a half. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, actually. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 and a half attack. Do I try to hit Feral or do I try to hit Wild Child? Wild Child is real scary without a higher number. But I do have a lot of agents left. But Wild Child only needs 3 attack. I think I want to go for Feral here. So we'll do 2 Berserks. Right in front of you. 1 attack for Feral, so that's 4 attack and nothing. So I spend 4 to take out Feral. I will choose a player to gain Feral. It's going to be 3 cost. I'll keep it on this side. And then I rescue the agent. Player choice gains a shield officer. I'm going to keep that to this side as well. I don't want to mess up my sequence. I got enough 3s. And it's a standard Marine help. And 2 recruit gets me a sidekick, which is a standard sidekick. Does this set have anything that requires more of those custom tokens? Yes, there is. One example is Sabretooth's counters. I think there's some other stuff in there that could help, but I'll have to go through it later. Another one, maybe if you wanted to do sequence on enemies, you could keep a tracker, but not necessary. Turn 15 is a Master Strike, so here we go. Okay, each player reveals they have a greater Weapon X sequence than Romulus or gains a wound, so the HQ is entirely 3 costs. So it is just a sequence of 1. I have my best sequence of the entire stream so far. 0, 1, 2, 3. So I definitely have a greater one. All I need is a sequence of 2 over here, and I have it. I have 2, 3. So both sides have a greater sequence than the Mastermind does. If I don't recruit anything, it's going to be real good, but I probably should keep recruiting. It's not the 5th strike this game, so it totally whiffs and nothing happens. Okay, before I do anything with Boom Boom, I should play all my Weapon X sequence cards. So both Sentient Bullets are going to give me 4 attack because of my Weapon X sequence of 4. That's going to be a total of 8 attack, which is awesome. Fantomex also gets 4 more attack, up to 12, and he's got the reminder for end of turn. Put the little level up over here. Okay, I guess I'll hit Romulus for 10, because why not? That's the lowest his sequence can be unless there's no HQ. Yeah, 8 attack from 2/1 cost is insane, but luckily I was able to build for it. Anoint an heir to take my place. Fight. If this is not the last. Oh, this is not the last tactic. I hear from the HQ that costs 6 or more. Oh, he whiffs on this one too. Ascends to become an additional Mastermind with attack equal to its printed cost. Only those abilities. Fight. Choose a player to gain it as a hero. So I still get the tactic, but nothing else happens because everybody in the HQ costs 3. Yeah. Although it would have been cool to have a Deadpool rare Mastermind, but whatever. He already does that in Shickless set. That's very funny. Oh yeah, Ascending. There's some Ascending in this set, and it's just this tactic, I believe, that does the Ascending. Ascension? Ascending Ascension? Okay. That's another deck building game, Ascension. That's not what we're playing right now. Alright, I'm going to keep her, because it seems silly not to. Also, I can set up a enemy Berserk without them getting anything, so Time Bomb. It's kind of a cheat code to use her for this sequence. I have 3 attack. I could try to fight Wild Child. Not going to do that. So, misdirection I'll remember. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and a reshuffle. I have a pretty good HQ for Romulus. His Epic, I think, does double Weapon X sequence. Wonder how he'll be rated. Oh, I'm realizing now I never put up the ratings for today's scheme. I've been busy. I'll just do it later today after the stream. What are we doing? We finished. It's time for champion schemes. Those are some fun schemes. It'll be fun to talk about those. What's going on top? What's my sequence? 0, 1, 2, 3. I need a 3. I don't have a 3. I would have been a 6 if I had a 3. Not berserking. I'll just put the weakest thing on top. The trooper. I'll get as much attack as I can get. Okay, we're on turn 16 now. Already got 1 hit on the Mastermind, which is good. Turn 16. Yeah, you can pick it up. I mean, they're open for the past several forums, and the more ratings you do, the better the data is for all we use it for arcade, for the tournament, for everything. So if you want to go in and rate a couple, it would really help out. I know it's a lot to do every single day, but if you're feeling bored and you want to do something on a day where you're not doing anything else, jump in, rate a few schemes, feel good about it, and move on. It really does help. Okay. Feral came back in. And 1 attack from the gray. You need to stay in your spot. Yeah, no worries. I appreciate any help anybody can do. So I've got Prodigy, which I can use to play a copy of Deadpool after Deadpool, so I can get both, which would give me a total of 3 attack, which isn't really worth it. I would get 7 recruit. but I don't have anything to take that either. So I'm just gonna play nighttime is the right time. It is not 8 p.m. yet, it's not past 8 p.m., so I got 2 recruit. Now, I don't think I want to waste Prodigy on this. Do I want to mess up the HQ? I have such a good HQ against Romulus right now. But if I stop recruiting, then I may not progress otherwise. So I'm going to take another Nighttime is the Right Time Deadpool. It's turning into a tech deck that I didn't expect. And there's a 1. Okay, that's fine. That's still not giving him a bigger sequence. I'll get a sidekick. It's Red Wing. And from there, we are good. One, two, 3 cards. This is a potential 5 recruit so far. I would like to get a rare to appear. One of the things that you will notice about playing solo, if you haven't done it, is how much more you get to use the rares. Because there are 3 rares in each hero deck, but there's that has 3 heroes, but there's only 3 heroes. And every time you play a twist, you tuck a hero from the HQ, so the rares show up more often, and you're able to get them more often. And it's a lot of fun. In two-handed solo, I rarely use rares, which is, I guess, the original intention, but they're fun to use. Turn 17 is another twist. This is twist number 3, which means that we have to defeat a villain that's worth 2 or more VP this turn to avoid that discard. That's only Wild Child. Feral is not worth any VP. So I could also do the Mastermind because it says defeat an enemy, not a villain. So Romulus would work too, which would be ideal. So I think I might be able to hit him. So let's start with my sequence. It's 0, 1, 2. It's a sequence of 3. Could have been better, could have been worse. 3 attack there. 4, 5. I'm okay, I think, if I don't KO this. 2 more attack, insults and injuries. 4, 5. It'll grow back 2.5 to 7.5. Plus, I have to gain a wound because I don't have any more in my hand. It's a standard wound. And then running commentary is going to give me 8, 9, 10.5. Plus 1/2 for each bit of flavor text. And that was 1 card, so I'm at 11. Nope, 10.5. 11.5. Okay. That's enough to hit the Mastermind. His sequence is still just 1, so he's at 10 attack. So let's hit him for 9. Sorry, let's hit him for 10. Leaving me with 1.5 attack left. I said 9 because I looked at his attack and I said it. Alright, it is this one. Take over the Weapon X program. Fight. You get plus recruit. Thank you, Cat. Plus recruit equal to the attack Romulus is gaining from Weapon X sequence. Oh, that backfired on me. I only get 1 recruit. Because only 1. I like that tactical. That's clever. I would like to pair him up, I think, with Lady Deathstroke. That would be interesting. Dark Alliance. I like the unique arc on this. I can use it. Yes, that's true. I like the unique arc on the schemes. Is that just for this set, or you think that we'll do that for future ones too? So I heard from Upper Deck on their stream, they said we can expect it, or they want to do it going forward. Devin came by and he said don't necessarily expect it. So I just hope we get to see it more. It's a little touch that really helps out. With anything like that, I don't expect anything, and we're just pleasantly surprised when it happens. Okay, yeah, I can use that 1 recruit because I do have sentient bullets. So that's for me. And I have, ooh, there's a rare Metabolic Overdrive. Let's look at it. 3 attack plus Weapon X sequence. Reveal the top 6 cards of your deck. Discard all the ones that cost 0 and put the rest back in any order. What I need is that Fantomex card that gives you recruit for your Weapon X sequence. Otherwise, I might not be able to get this. I've got Boom Boom to worry about. By the way, I defeated an enemy that was worth 2 VP or more, so I don't have to do the negative effect from the twist. It's so good. I'm just gonna Time Bomb so I can use her again. I don't have to do the nuclear option yet. Awful hand, but I got misdirection. For next time. It's interesting they didn't give Romulus a way to fix his Weapon X sequence on his Master Striker tactic so far. Yeah, like tuck certain heroes. I don't know if he has. Well, I guess we'll find out. I forget. But I don't know how you would write that. Like, I guess find all the unique costs in the HQ and tuck ones that there's more than one of. Yeah. Yeah, I could see that too. Turn 18 is Death's Heads here. Okay. This is going to be I can probably hit the Mastermind again. It's going to be 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah, let's just hit the Mastermind. So It'll Grow Back is going to give me a wound because I don't have one. It's another enraging wound. I'm getting mad here. So that's 2.5 attack, 3 attack. Let's go with attack. I can have this card make all recruit, but I'm going to have it make attack instead. 4, 5, and superpower makes 6. Let's play the Future of Warfare. 7, 8.5 attack. Top card of my deck is a Trooper. Discard it. The Mastermind is 10, so I do have to do this. 9, 10, and 11. His card is already very wordy, so something as complex as that wouldn't fit well. Yeah, I can see that. The text is very small. There's a lot of words on there. Okay, let's hit him again. Down to 1.5 attack left. For the third tactic, we've got Bite of the Muramasa Blade. Fight. Each other player reveals 3 cards with different adjacent costs, 2, 3, 4, or gains a wound. I think I missed that this turn. At 0, 3, and 2. Yep, just missed the mark on that, so left side gets another wound. I do like the Muramasa reference. Oh. And yeah, that's it. Oh, except I gotta blow up the tactic. Only 1 tactic left on this guy. So far, yeah. I could also see situations where I wouldn't be as lucky with the HQ. And he is a constant 11 or 12 attack, but still. He does... Yeah, I was saying, he does speed up the scheme after the 5th strike. Which is pretty bad for a lot of schemes, so... That might come back to bite me later on, because this is a timer. Turn 19 is Typhoid Mary coming in with Weapon X sequence, so she only gets a bonus of 1. Yeah, I think this is a very uncommon HQ when it comes to not having a sequence. Okay, speaking of sequence, I've got something of a sequence myself, which is just 2. So 2 attack. And I get the end of turn dealio, and 1 more attack, 2 more recruit. Put this somewhere else. Awesome. What sets do you have? It sounds like that you haven't played in a while. Okay. I can safely hit a Death's Heads, and I will outwit with my 3 different costs. And that's the safest option. I'm going to put Boom Boom on top of the deck, use the Time Bomb again, so that's going to be 4 attack. I could hit Typhoid Mary then, while the sequence is low, so I think I am going to do that. And let's reveal the top card of the hero deck. It is a Strength card, Typhoid. Put a card from your discard pile on top of the deck of the player to your left. The player to the left of the left is the right. What do I want to pass over here? You know what? I'm going to be nice. I'm going to give you my special enraging wound. There you go. From my discard pile. Oh, and she's gone. Weapon plus. And I'll get another sidekick. Maybe I'll get lucky and get another Boom Boom or something. It's a standard. How does that feel so far? Very cohesive, very technical and thought out, and with all the berserking, you get through your deck real fast. So it does very woundy. It doesn't have as many much KO power, but with the speed at which you go through your decks, it's not needed as much. Does that make sense? All right. Turn 20 is going to be the news reporter, captured by the Death's Heads. Got 2 sidekicks here. I got 3 sidekicks, actually. Oops, all sidekicks. Let's play the standard sidekick. Oh, no, let's play Red Wing first so I can choose what I'm drawing. Special wounds have been very fun. I think they're going to be a bit more balanced when I throw back in the Grievous wounds. Deadpool and Weapon X fighting for the set that gives the most wounds award. And they're great together. Top 3 cards of the deck. 1, 2, 3. This is the one I put over there, so I'll draw the special wound. Put the 2 back there. Red Wing goes goodbye. Let's draw those 2 cards. And how much recruit do I have? Can I get the rare? It's the wrong side for that, but I'll take it. I can get the rare this turn. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I'd have to use Prodigy for that. It's still very good. It's still very good. Reveal the top 6 cards of your deck, discard all of the cost 0, put the rest back. Yeah, it's good for any deck. I think I'm gonna take it. Which means I have to use Prodigy to play a copy of... If I was smart, I should play a copy of Red Wing, because I get to pick something, but I might fail. So I'm gonna do the safe thing and play a copy of the Officer. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 8 recruit after I use Prodigy. A decent amount of expansions. I've just been playing other games for a long bit. Gotcha. If you want to come by the Discord, if you're not there, we have a bunch of different ways you can play Legendary. You can check out, if you like playing solo, check out legendaryleagues.com and Board Game Geek. It's a ton of solo leagues on there. We do a lot of 2-player stuff. There's a tournament we do twice a year. We got a randomizer league. I also have a couple adventure modes. We have arcade. You'll see the pop-ups down here. Arcade is a mode where it uses your full collection, whatever you have, and randomizes it and gives you an increasingly difficult series of battles, like a roguelike. And then adventure mode is a bunch of setups designed by a bunch of people in the community based around a single hero. So each hero has their own path. Each character has their own path. So for example, if you wanted to play Wolverine's path, you would play through 5 different legendary setups and battles, each featuring Wolverine and setups that have to do with his comic history or something else. And if you defeat all 5 battles, you unlock Wolverine and can bring him into other heroes' paths. And it's a huge labor of love project by a bunch of folks. And it'll keep you playing for a long time, so I think you might like it. All right, 8 recruit. We're gonna pick up Metabolic Overdrive. Yeah, a lot of people really like arcade. A lot of people really like adventure. So I'm happy to be facilitating both of those. It is super fun. If you check my channel, there's a video on I do an overview when I started it. By the way, we have to get new paths for these new characters and throw these into other paths. So I'll be doing a big adventure post later on for anybody who wants to update those. Yeah, come by the Discord. There's a channel just for the adventure mode and the arcade mode. And just pop in there if you have any questions. All right, turn 21 is Death's Heads again. Kind of a dud hand. That's okay. It happens sometimes. Boom Boom's going on top. She's too valuable to get rid of. What's the best thing I can take here? Do I need more 3 costs? It is a terrible hand. But that, silver lining means the next hand's probably going to be pretty good. I could go with Bone Shards. I do have some X-Force. None of these are that great for what I'm building, but I'll take Bone Shards. What the? I just threw Deadpool over there. All right. And then Marrow. Oh, there's a 2 cost. I want that later. Yeah, so you can do a full random. The new updated mode of arcade obviously is well, we did a lot of ratings in the Discord where we rated masterminds, villains, etc. by how difficult and how fun they are. So I took the difficulty rating from the masterminds and I pooled them. So when you go and you select your sets, what you want to play, if you want to use epics, it's the baby hand, yeah. If you want to use all of those, it will give you the tougher masterminds later down your path. And we're working on rating schemes now. What I'm going to do is after the schemes are done being rated, I will add a toggle at the beginning of the sheet for masterminds and schemes. Do you want to pool your masterminds? Do you want to pool your schemes? Do you want it to be full random? The pooling of the masterminds seems to be pretty popular so far. Pooling masterminds and schemes is going to be pretty tough, but if people want to challenge it, it'll be interesting. Yeah, the 2-cost Marrow is very good. It makes the Berserks feel less bad. Okay, turn 22 is Huntsman and a full city. I like this Huntsman villain a lot. It's pretty interesting how it works. Ambush for the top 3 cards of the hero deck. Huntsman captures each that costs 4 or less. 2, 3, and 3. That's all 3 of them. 3 Braves is what I want. Put the rest in the bottom of the hero deck. So what happens is when I fight Huntsman, a player gains one of these heroes and then nothing else happens. It stays exactly where it is. I love y'all's love for this game. I'm amazed. Yeah, I mean, it's a great game to love. It just keeps giving. It's impossible to get completely tired of Legendary, I think. What is that? Oh, the window. Sun's coming through the window. Hold on, I gotta fix that. That's not good. My lights are. There we go. Okay. Thinking that would be good. Okay. I usually like the hard masterminds early so I can pick the scheme for them, but the pooling is a great idea. Yeah, gotcha. And it's optional. It will be optional, so you can do that. It's a very fun villain. Yeah, it's the most replayable game ever, maybe aside from other roguelikes, but this is a randomized game if you want it to be. Okay, captured, cards, no more sunlight messing me up. I'm good. Let's go with double Deadpool here. First Deadpool is going to tell me it's not after 8 p.m. yet, so first one gives me 2 recruit. The second one is going to trigger, so I get both. That was the premise for my channel in the first place. I thought, well, I've been playing this game for a year or so. And every time I play, it's different, and it's a cool little story every time you play, and I wonder if, that'd be fun to watch and keep making videos of, because it's always different, and, turned out to be the case. 2 attack from Feral, and I get no Berserks because I didn't play an Instinct. 1 recruit. Yep. We're at 2, 4, 5, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I do outwit. No, I do not outwit. I have 3 and 0 cost. So here's my decision here. This is a tough city. It does, because the halves match. They add up. 2 halves make a whole, so it does work that way. What was I doing? Oh yeah, city. Huntsman. If I fight. By the way, weapon X sequence. So I have a 2 now. So that's going to actually make a sequence of 2. So Huntsman is at 4. So I could hit Huntsman for 4, but that won't clear the space. I could hit Death's Heads. That would clear the space, but I don't outwit, so I wouldn't get the bonus. I could hit the one with the News Reporter, which would do the same, but also let me draw a card. I could try to hit Feral for 3, but I could fail with the Berserks, and I could try to hit Wild Child for 3, but I could definitely fail with those Berserks. So I think I'm going to do is do the safe thing and hit the Death's Heads with the draw card, so I can get through my deck faster. So let's spend the 2. I don't outwit, so I lose out on that, but I do get the News Reporter, draw a card. No, it's okay. You don't usually see the half attack, except for Deadpool, the Deadpool set. And a Shield Trooper, which is going to be a 3rd attack. Look at that. So I can get the other Death's Head without getting the KO bonus. I'm not getting a KO bonus from most of these, which is really funny because it's this side taking out the Death's Head when it should be... That's the wrong button. Whatever. I recruited this one for some reason. It should be the other side. 5 recruit, though. I can take Slice and Smash. Berserk and then Strength. You may KO the card you Berserk. There's some KO power. I would probably... I need more 5 cost on the left. But this turn, I don't have enough to get a 5 cost. So I'm just going to strike while the iron is hot and take Slice and Smash over here on the right-hand side while I can. And there's another Fantomex to take later on. Okay, cool. Again, these cards are so new. They keep sliding all over the place. Last card in the deck is an Agent. I have a question I just realized. If you are playing the Dark Alliance between Omega Red and Mephisto, where do the wounds go? Is it a situation of conflicting effects so the player gets to choose? I think that's what you'd have to do. Omega Red asks you to gain a wound to the bottom of your deck, and Mephisto says, no, put it on the top of your deck. I think you choose, because it's 2 conflicting effects. Active player chooses. Tech Fiend, that's very kind of you. It's definitely not all due to me, but I do what I can. Okay, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That's not a lot of stuff. Yeah, so in the event of, I just thought of it, in the event of conflicting effects, the active player chooses. So it's actually a simple answer. I just thought of the situation. Okay, turn 23 is another twist. What am I gonna do with this? My earbud just bleeped and it distracted me. I'm on twist 4. Each player discards a strength or instinct hero or gains a wound. Okay, can't do that over here. So another wound goes out. And right hand side, that's exactly what I have. But if I discard them, that's 1, 2, 3, 4. I can't even Berserk. I'll just discard Feral to avoid it over there. I gotta watch out because Strike 5 is coming soon. And if I do that, I'm going to be in big trouble. Okay. What should I do? All right, back to my cards. I'm switching over my earbuds because I'm running out of battery. All right, I got 0, 1, 2, and 5. That's a sequence of 3. I'll take it. That's still pretty good. Boom Boom's still really helping me out. So each of these I play. Yeah, Carnage Hero loves fighting Mephistopheles. He sure does. Those yummy wounds. That's 3 attack. Here's another one. That's 3 more attack. And here is another one. 7, 8. To play this, you must put another card from your hand on top of your deck. I can't do... So, what's interesting about this card is it follows the order. So if I were to put Boom Boom on top of my deck in this card, by the time I got to Weapon X sequence, I would no longer have a sequence of 3. I would have a sequence of 2. So if I want to get that extra attack, I would have to choose something else. I'm going to choose the Agent. I'm not recruiting anything else this turn anyway. So by the time I get to Weapon X sequence, I still have the sequence of 3. I'm up to 11 now after that sequence. And then we'll... Before I play Boom Boom, I think I want to keep her, but we'll just see. So Romulus, I got 1, 2, 3. So he gets 12 attack. So I have just enough to match that. So he's at 12 thanks to the sequence of 3. I'll play Time Bomb on Boom Boom. Get 1 attack and put this in the top of your deck. Yep. 1, 2, 3. That's gonna do it. Let's hit him. Exactly enough. Last tactic, Master of Schemes. If this is not the last tactic, reveal the top 2 cards of the villain deck. Play a Master Striker Scheme Twist from among them, putting the rest back. That's devastating. Good thing I don't have to worry about it. Yeah, this is one I think that's a killer. Beats up the deck a little bit. All I got is the final blow left. Well, 2 of his tactics have this. That's not the last tactic. That's the worst one to. That's the one I'd rather have happened the way it did than the other. But yes, definitely lucky. I needed some luck. And that's it. Maybe I'll win before I even get to use that rare. We'll see. Definitely worth exploding Boom Boom to take out Romulus at the end. But let's give him the 12 attack that he deserves. Turn 24 is going to be more Death's Heads. So we've got over here 2 attack. Top card of your deck. Ooh, it's got a 4. I didn't even notice that had 4 attack on this wound. I'm gonna put it back. I need that later. That's only 3 attack and 3 recruit. 1, 2, 3. By the way, Weapon X equals for Huntsman is more. It's gonna be 5 because plus 3. And I have 3 attack and 3 recruit. Well, I might as well go for these final Death's Heads in the city. No outwitting. Once again, no KO. But an empty city space. And we're gonna take... Yeah, these wounds are generally positive. The flavor is they're enraging wounds, so you get mad, you get stronger, kind of like we think Hulk, Wolverine kind of thing. But they're shuffled into the deck with regular wounds, so you might get a break on getting something helpful in there. Just like how bystanders were pretty much a nothing until special bystanders came along. I don't have the Grievous wounds from Civil War in there because I wanted to feature these new ones more, but definitely if I threw those in, it would balance it back out because those are worse than normal wounds, you know? And that's what I'll do going forward after this little Weapon X stream. I just wanted to see them more as we show off the set. All right, maybe this will be a really good sidekick pull and I can win this turn. Turn 25 is Nuke again. Let's see what the side... Actually, no, I could use Time Bomb twice, or Boom Boom twice. Not, I could use Time Bomb twice, but I won't. Play the sidekick, and we'll draw 2. Wound, and... Yeah, this is a rest turn if I ever saw one. So what I'm going to do is play Boom Boom, Time Bomb to put her on top of the deck for 1 attack. I'm a little worried about the city, but not too worried, so I'll do nothing else, and I'll KO these wounds. Yeah, this is a good turn. This is 0, 1, 2, only a 3 sequence. But if I use her to get a wound, that's 4, 7, 10, and a half, and 11. This is not enough to hit the Mastermind. So maybe I can adjust the HQ. I know, I got the big ones early, and no, not so much. Well, I can work on the HQ to try to remove his Weapon X sequence. Turn 26 is another Typhoid Mary. Okay. So, Nuke also has a sequence, which is 5 total right now, and so does Typhoid Mary. 3 plus 3 is 6. So that's that, and that's it. A lot of scary stuff in the city right now, but check this out. This is worth 4 attack. It gives you 4 attack. However, to play this, you must gain a wound to the top of your deck. So I only want to play this if I really need it. This is a good one to Berserk, because if you Berserk this one away, you don't have to play it. Therefore, you don't have to get another wound. You can just get the 4 attack. But otherwise, all I have is 2, 3, 4 recruit, and 1, 2 attack. So if I don't play this, I might be in trouble. Let me do some recruiting first to see if I can change that number. So here's the thing. I want to break up the sequence. So I want to get rid of these 2s. But unfortunately, these 2s are ones I want to keep the other side. But I will take the Marrow card here. Hyper Adaptive Skeleton. See what happens. There's a 4. All right, now I got 3, 4. Now I got 1, 2, 3, 4. Now they're even stronger. Oh, that's annoying. So I'm gonna take 3 brains, even though this is a card I really want on the other side. I have to break that. Up a little bit. I could take Sentient Bullets, but you know, it's on the bottom end. All right, come on. Hey, it's better. Now I just have I have back to 2, so it's weaker. I got 3 and 4. So 5 and 4 and double. I should have adjusted that before, but it's 6 right now. It was even higher before, and I forgot to adjust it. And Romulus is at 11. Yeah, that was a big oops. I just made it stronger. So yeah, I will play the Last Breath. I'll desperately gain a wound to the top of my deck. Oh. Okay. The things you don't expect, right? Now that I know there's a wound on top of my deck, this could be a good time to go after these Berserkers. So let me try and... I'm going to take a risk here. I'm going to try to fight Wild Child. I know the first one's going to be fine. I could fail, but we'll see. It is a very good design. Okay, let's Berserk 3 times. Declaring the attack against Wild Child. The first one is going to be that wound. 2 more Berserks. Wild Child's at 3. Wild Child's at 3. And Wild Child is at 3. Wow. Not a single attack bonus for Wild Child. I almost feel bad for them, but I don't really. Fight. KO one of the cards you Berserk this way that costs 0. And I will KO the wound because that also does cost 0. So that works out for me. What happened? Nothing happened. All right, 3 more attack. Would be foolish to try to fight Feral, but I can't find anybody else. Tame Child, yes. Very good. If I try to fight Feral, that is 2 Berserks, but all she needs is 1 attack. If I fail, I have to KO a non-gray hero from my discard pile. Is there anybody I would be fine with KOing? You know what? I'll KO 1 Feral with another or something. I'll take the risk. I'm going to take the risk. It's not a huge risk because I have a lot of cards there. Okay. Although I could Berserk away the rare this way, then I can't use it. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. You know what? Left-hand side has enough attack. I think I'm going to not push it. I really don't want to... I won't KO the rare, but I don't want to Berserk it either. I want to use it. So I'll end my turn there. Let's see what I would have Berserked. Yeah, it would have been 6... That's really funny, actually. How much attack did I have? I had exactly 3. Hey, if... let's say I had 5 attack. And Feral had 1 Berserk. Let's say I had 5 attack, I Berserked an agent, and it'll grow back. That would be 5.5 attack for Feral, right? So I would fail. Because I would be missing 1/2 attack. That's very funny. This is a good hand. Look at that. Terrible sequence. No sequence whatsoever. But I can set up my next hand. Okay. Let's get through this. I got one more game to do after, and it's going to be interesting. Turn 27 is a Master Strike. This is strike number 3. Okay, each player reveals they have a greater weapon X sequence than Romulus or gains a wound. The sequence is 2, 1, 3, 4, so it's 2. 0, 1, 2. I have a greater sequence over here. Other side has no sequence except for 1. So, right-hand side gains a wound. Standard wound. Oh. And it is the 3rd strike. The craziness only happens on the 5th. All right. Let's see what I can get. I got a sequence of 3. That's 3 attack. I get 6.5 more plus the 1 flavor text. Turns me up to 7. And then I can win the game right now by playing Boom Boom, right? Yeah, that'll do it. We're gonna move on. I'm gonna use Meltdown. I get 4 attack, KO this, and gain a wound. I go up to 11. Goodbye. Get a wound. Ouchies. But we're also going to hit Romulus, so there we go. She is so good for this. Reminds me of something. Alright, that's it. Goodbye. Get out of here. I'm escaping from the facility. And that is a win for the second game of the day. I mean, the only game I can remember, it was a win. That was fun. I didn't even get to use the rare. That's what we won. She was. So this reminds me of when I played What If and I got Lockjaw, and he was amazing for the same reason, because he kept phasing and telling me what was at the top of the deck, which was him. And I kept what-ifing for Lockjaw. Boom Boom was amazing for this too. And again, I was only going to use the X students, and that would have been more likely I would have gotten her, but that was fun. That was it. Boom Boom and Yo-Yo. Yes, great combo. All right, you guys, let me take care of the end of this game, and then move on to the next one. I won this one, so there you go. It was a win. I feel like I remember something before this one, but, you know, I don't know. It's hard to remember these things. A lot of stuff happens, you know? And since I won, I'll count my VP just because I'm curious. 6, 12, 18, 24, 30, 35, 37. I should keep these separate. That's the whole point. 40, 46. 6 VP, I forgot about that. 47 on the left. And then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 on the right. 8. 12. 13. 14, 15, 16. Pretty decent. All right, I hope you guys liked that look at Weapon X. This is against Romulus and condition Logan into Weapon X. And I'm going to get ready for the next game, in which we take on Sabretooth. So thank you all for watching this one, and stand by.